Greeting, County Line fans. We just filmed our first episode of the County Line podcast, and I forgot to film an intro. So here I am filming an intro. Welcome to the first episode of the County Line podcast. Today you will see me, Aaron, and Boone. We're talking to Brandon Scott today. So Brandon Scott killed a 263-inch buck last year in Grant County. Grant County is our home, so we wanted to hear all about it. He was kind enough to come in here and hang out with us and talk, and he even brought the buck with him, so you'll get some really good pictures of it and see it up close. So hope you guys like it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and here we go. Not pros at all.
No, I don't care. It's like we're hanging out.
Yeah. So appreciate you coming.
Absolutely.
For everybody wondering, this is Brandon Scott and Jackson, his boy. Last year, was it? Last year they shot this behemoth. I got down 263 gross. We only measure gross because nets are for fish. So
Okay.
so we'll get this kicked off. So if you want, I guess just paint us a picture of what was going on that day.
I'll give you a little background of, before, we seen him for the first time that year. So I bought this property end of 2022. I think we got it in December. We hunted maybe a week in the end of 2022. Never had anything like this. Didn't even have any idea. Following year, we think we might have got him on camera. Still, again, not sure. So the day that I killed him, what was it? The week before we were going out bow hunting, and doe ran out right across the field right in front of us. He was 2 seconds behind her. We think it was him. It was kind of quick. Whatever it was a huge deer. So, so we saw that. The following day, my wife went out and sat with me during bow season, and we got him on camera coming across our field. There was one old piece of barbed wire left on the old fence, and he was tangled up in it. So we got about a minute-long video of him, probably 80, 90 yards away from us, fighting that barbed wire for a good minute and a half. He broke loose. The deer were just crazy that day. Bucks were out in the field. They were just running circles. I mean, there was a hot doe that had obviously just been through here because they were nuts.
Yeah.
That deer breaks loose, goes into the next field. I'm sure I'm never going to see him again. Just happened to be passing through. So opening weekend of gun season, we sat the whole weekend, seen a couple does, maybe. Not a whole lot happening. So that Monday, I am working. There's a house at this property we bought that needed to redone. So I had spent the whole day out there working. Called him about 3 o'clock after he was getting out of school. Hey, do you want to go hunting? I'm exhausted. I'm hoping he says no. It had rained all day. I was just tired. And he was like, yeah, well, let's go. So we get out. He had been sitting in this tree line stand, overlooking the field pretty much the whole year. And after not seeing anything in the opening weekend, he was kind of disappointed. Hey, I'm going to go sit on the scrape line in the woods. I mean, it was every 15 feet, it seemed like there was a scrape. Something was working. I said, all right, I'll just sit in your stand then. That's how it starts, yeah. So sitting there, we got nothing happening. I seen a doe 20 minutes afterwards, maybe cutting back to the woods. He said I'd worked all day. I was tired. I end up falling asleep in the stand. I'm like this, leaned over in the stand. And he texted me right at 5 o'clock. Hey, you seen anything? I said, well, no. Honestly, I was asleep. Thanks for texting because you woke me up. 20 minutes later, I see that deer come out of the field, across the field behind us. Worked all the way across the field into ours. There was a spot back in the corner. So where we're at is a natural funnel. I mean, there's big ravine right on the back of our property that kind of goes through. So it's usually they're coming up above it or they're back in the woods below it. So, and they cross the fence line right in this one spot back in the back. So I see him coming. I get to watch him for, I don't know, 10 minutes. I know he's making his way to come through into ours, and I got about 100-yard shot on him. He went maybe 40 yards. I watched him go down. I knew, but our field is just overgrown just to keep him there.
Yep.
So I see him go down. I mean, I no longer than pull the trigger, and he's calling me, "What'd you shoot?" So I think I just shot that big one we seen. And he said, "Okay, I'm on my way." Well, he's sprinting. Here he comes running. He's to the stand, 300 yards away from me. He's like there in an instant. And I call my wife, and at this point, I can't hardly speak. I'm like, my voice is shaking so bad. I'm like, I think I just killed that big giant deer. And so we get down, go to it.
But you don't know what he is yet.
I don't know what he is.
You just think he's a big giant deer.
Yes.
Okay.
So the year before, the picture that we have of him, it looks like he could count about 19 or 20 points on what we had. So if that's the same deer, I know it's at least 20 points.
Oh yeah, that's 100%.
Yeah. So he gets to me, and we get down, we go look for the deer. And I'm like, I know right where he went down, and I'm circling. I'm like, where in the hell is this deer at? And he sees it, and he's like, "Oh my God, Dad." So we get to it, and like I said, when I shot it, even when I got to it, I'm like, "It's a big deer." But I don't think it really kicked in until after I got home. Started sending pictures to buddies, making calls.
That drop down came out of nowhere. You're right.
Yeah.
So I used to work with a guy that used to score for Pope and Young for years. Sent him a message, say, "Hey, I just got this," and he said it's a 240, 260 inch deer is my guess. And at that point, I'm like, I don't think it's that big. It's funny to look at that deer. If you look at it straight on, you don't see all that extra junk as much.
Right.
And I was like, I don't think it's that big. So, ended up scoring 263 officially.
Yeah. What'd you shoot him with?
44 rifle.
I don't even know how you would look at a deer of that caliber and guess a score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to have some time in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I
he
mean,
did
for
it
him to,
a long time.
And he hit it.
yeah, for him to ballpark 260 and it land where it was, that's, yeah.
Yep.
So, you said that property was somewhat new to you?
Yeah, so we had just bought it. We took possession in December of 22. We hunted, like I said, I think a week of gun season. The property owners let us go ahead and get on. 23, we had, besides that day that we got that picture, we had some other big typical bucks on camera. That is what we were going for. But 23 ended up a bad year for us. We
Some
didn't really,
normal class deer.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We didn't shoot. Did we shoot anything in 23?
I didn't.
I can't remember. But like I said, we were still trying to figure out the land. It's shaped really funny. It follows like they call it like an old railway. So it's angled, every which way. Like I said, it's very ravenous. So I think we were still, even the next year, we're still trying to figure out, where everything's at, how the land works.
Yeah.
And like I said, we had, besides that picture, so that picture that we got of possibly this deer that day, he had stayed home from school on a Friday. He said, I want to take the day off. I'm going to go hunting. So I was at work, put him out there. You'd had a few small bucks working around. I came and picked him up right at 11, I think, for lunch, go take him to lunch. We went to a Hong Kong restaurant in Marion. We're sitting there, my phone goes off, and we got that picture as we're sitting there eating lunch. I'm like, well, that's the way it works, and you leave and it comes through. So, like I said, that was, and if you look at that picture, he's tongue's hanging out. I mean, it looks like he's been running for days.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what he was doing when you killed him?
No, he was very. You could tell he'd probably been. When we seen him after that doe, he was harder on. Like I said, they ran he ran out right 5 yards in front of us to make sure he was with that doe.
Right.
So I think that's what he had been doing, for a while, because he just slow sauntered out, walking across the field.
Right, he was just
nothing
moseying
was
along,
going on. Yeah.
When'd you kill him? What time of the year?
November 18th.
Okay. Yeah, he was probably wore out. Hopefully he planted his seed for you to see a couple more.
I said, we are not shooting anything small, any bucks that are small, because they might be his.
Right.
We're going to let them things grow up.
Did the taxidermist age him or anything?
No.
No.
I didn't even think about it. And honestly, we didn't even weigh him. But he was not a big-bodied deer.
Yeah.
Not at all for the size of the rack. So I wouldn't even have, he's going to be 3.5, I would think.
Oh, I mean, at least just some kind of genetic freak otherwise.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
had all the right stuff.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't look old.
No.
Super interesting. Huh. So, I guess you had that property for a couple years. Did you guys do any food plotting or planning? Or
We
anything
did. That
like
was the first year we did a food plot back in the back of our field. Like I said, everything else. So when we bought this property, it was an old lady who had lived there. They didn't do anything. The field is just grown up with weeds and trees, and took a long time just to clean up what we needed to clean up. So that year that I shot him last year was the first year we put in a food plot. Never had him on camera in the food plot. We'd never, besides that one the year before, we had no idea really that he was out there. Besides, like I said, we got him on camera that week.
And then you got to see him in the fence.
In the fence, yeah.
And that was right before you killed him, even. A couple weeks, you said.
Week before. You got that video? Yeah.
Unreal. What'd you think then? Were you considering trying to go help him get out of it, or
I was considering,
bad,
and you'll hear me. You can play it. So my wife's taking the video, and you can hear me say, "I feel like I ought to get down and try to shoot this deer." It's a freaking monster. But my other thought is, we're sitting on the line where all those deer are coming through. He's going to get out. He's going to come right by us and go back to this corner and cross. But after fighting that for that long, and like I said, we had two or three other bucks that were just, it was a wild day. I've never seen the bucks just, after he was gone, we had a buck doing circles in the field. I'd cut lanes through things. And he was just kind of doing circles, nose to the ground. I could have walked up to him. He was not in any mind, but, trying to find that doe.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Indiana rut, specifically Indiana, but it's amazing what rut can do to these big bucks. And just catching them cruising is a totally different game than hunting them pre-rut or hunting them post-rut. It's like you can have a buck scheduled basically, but once rut starts hitting, you just got to hope he walks by on a random, 2 p.m. for no reason. So...
Have you had anybody reach out that was after him or that had pictures of him or that was actively hunting him? Nobody?
No, nobody.
I will say somehow you've done an amazing job at keeping it low key, because I found out about it. We talked about it. We heard all the rumors last year, and then we never really heard where or who, or, and then you just showed up at my property one day buying a bush hog, and you're like, I killed this big deer. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And this was the deer, and we all just saw 1 or 2 pictures of it, but
yeah,
surely somebody had to know about him.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
You would think with a deer that size, but also at the same time with that's also the weird thing about his age is you can't associate that age with a crazy amount of wisdom that, some of these people know about bucks like that.
Yeah.
And
The world record lives behind some old man's barn.
right. Yeah.
Nobody's ever seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason they get that big. They're very smart animals.
Right.
They're a lot smarter than we are, I think, most of the time.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I don't feel like we have a whole lot of hunting pressure where we're at. There are some guys that hunt around, but I don't feel like we have a lot. So, that was kind of a draw for us buying the place. I felt like it was going to be, I had a buddy who hunts, Woods is connected, but it's down a little ways. but he was always sharing trail pictures out there. So when this came up for sale, I'm like, we got to get this.
Yeah.
You bought it kind of focused on the hunting? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, the whole family prefers deer meat over anything else. I mean, that was the main reason. Hey, we can go out here and get our own deer. You know, I was thinking, we'll be able to get some cows sooner or later, grow our own food. You know, that was kind of the whole idea. But the main thing is, you know, great deer hunting.
Now you worried about putting in pasture because you don't want to take up your deer hunting land?
I'm thinking we just plant the whole field in alfalfa. That'll bring them in at least, keep them there, hopefully.
There you go.
Yeah. Did you kind of grow up that way, grow up hunting, or what got you into it?
Yeah, been hunting for a long time. My stepdad did. Been hunting, I don't know, 10 or 12 years old.
Yeah.
Always been out. Went a lot. He's really taken to it. He likes it a whole lot. So that's enough for me. I love going out with him, being able to, I mean, that was a pretty cool moment to share, finding that deer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you're by yourself, it's like, man, this is cool. But, and going back to that, you know, you say not a lot of pictures of the deer. I've never killed anything of this magnitude, you know. His first deer, what were you, 9, 10? Yeah. He killed 140-inch deer for his first deer, big deer. I had never shot anything like this.
Right.
I'd never taken pictures with a deer per se, you know, the picture, you know, that somebody takes, but we didn't take like pictures in the field to look good. He snapped a couple with my phone looking down on me. The deer doesn't look anything like that.
Right.
Because again, I mean, I knew it was big, but I didn't think it was going to be what it was.
Yeah.
So looking back, I wish we would have taken a lot better pictures. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Let's take them now.
Yeah.
We'll get them outside. We'll get them on a fence post somewhere or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some cool cameras and stuff.
Yeah. So
Get the whole family involved in it.
the December issue of North American Whitetail is supposed to be in that December issue.
Okay.
Story about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, like, when did reality kind of set in that you had shot something that's?
I think it was
gonna
that
be
night
in North American Whitetail.
Yeah, I think it was that night. Buddy of mine that I worked with has been hunting for years and years. And I think when I called him and texted him, and he was, you know, making over it so much, it was like, okay, this thing's really big.
Yeah.
And again, like what I said with the guy who scored for Pope and Young, I didn't think it was that big. But when he said that, I'm looking in the record books. I'm like, oh, I mean, this is like top 5. If it's that big, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a surprise.
Yeah. I mean, that went viral. The first picture I got of this deer was a guy from Florida sent it to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was just a couple days after, but I mean, that was the reality of it. Was it just everybody knew about it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I posted a few pictures on, you know, Indiana Rut Report and a couple. Everybody told me I look like Jimmy Kimmel.
I can see it.
I'm like, maybe the looks, that's as far as it goes. Me and Kimmel.
I saw your repost this year, and it started with, "By the way, I'm not Jimmy Kimmel."
Yeah. There was, can't tell you how many people. I was like, is this Jimmy Kimmel? No, I don't think he hunts. But yeah, just a few pictures. And I think, you know, it was big at the time. I had a lot of people, you know, hey, if you need it mounted, come see me, or you need it scored, come see me. And I went with the guy that I used to work with who scored for Pope and Young. He said, go to Brandenburg. He's very good. So I just kind of left it after that. And honestly, you know, I should have went back on before this year and said, okay, hey, here's this deer, here's a follow-up, but I never even really thought about it. I think being in North American Whitetail, I kept thinking, well, it's going to be out in this magazine, and it just kept dragging and dragging and dragging. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you guys heard, there was a 296-inch deer killed in Boone County after this one. Mm-hmm. So the guy that was doing my North American Whitetail story called me, hey, I got bad news. There was a 296-inch deer killed.
Somebody one-upped you.
I'm like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
260 plus deer get killed in the same year. So I think that's where his focus went. I was like, okay, I got to get this story done for this guy, which I get it. It's, you know, almost is, you know, the number one.
Yeah. You're getting into elk size 290.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something my brother and I talk about all the time is the bucks that Indiana has been producing like consistently.
Illinois. We're in Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you don't really see
Yeah.
Indiana on any crazy lists or anything like that. But I mean,
It's got to be.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's becoming Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We there is no gatekeeping. It's the numbers aren't going to lie.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. The amount of big deer that I've seen posted just this year, on Rut Report or whatever, there's big, typical deer being shot all over the state.
Yeah. We're in kind of a weird area too because we're not that far from where Tim Beck killed his buck. This as the crow flies maybe 15, 20 miles, so it's like, I don't know. It's an oddity, right? To have a couple of non-typicals like that killed, but
There's been some 200s killed in this county, but not like this.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah. Yeah. Completely different class.
So afterwards, did you have to deal with any kind of controversy?
No, I mean, there was a few people, it's a high fence deer. It's a high fence deer. I assure you, I'm way too cheap to be hunting a high fence range. It's not happening. But other than that, not a lot.
Yeah, it's only natural to think that, but I think that they're just out there.
Oh yeah. When you first see it, like, it's like, oh yeah, I wouldn't kill in the wild.
And it was under the radar.
Yeah.
Like nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
From around here, I feel like. I mean, it wasn't the talk of the town at the time. It was just a picture flying around and a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I was telling them the other day, the first time I saw that deer, so we got like the Bucks of Indiana on Facebook. The first time I saw that deer was on Bucks in New Jersey.
Oh, really?
And it was just like, it was plastered everywhere. Like, oh, it's an Ohio buck. Oh, it's a Michigan buck. Oh, it was killed 15 minutes down the road. Like, you just have no clue until you actually,
Talk to somebody. Well, I think you told me that somebody said their grandpa that was killed on their
was him.
grandpa's farm. Or,
Yeah,
okay.
when the rumors were going around and killed it, he said, I think my girlfriend's grandpa took his tractor and helped him get that deer out.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I was like, did he or did he not? Okay. And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't think he did then. The rumor continued.
You talk to people and it's like, yeah, my brother's dad's girlfriend's brother shot that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Well, we've seen them for years. Those pictures go around, and it's always like that. They make the rounds. Big deer like that makes state to state, and it's always, oh yeah, I know that deer. And yeah, it's crazy when you're the one that has killed it.
Right. When your face is the one in the picture. When I guarantee this year, the picture with you and that buck has been reposted saying it's been shot this year.
Well, that's what threw me, or that's what made me do the repost, because he came out and he said, "Hey, Dad, your picture's going around. They're saying it's from this year." I'm like, well, I guess I'll post, say, give an update from last year. So,
Wow.
I will say your picture has been in my camera roll since you've killed it, since I got the picture. It's just always been saved there.
Yeah. You just
kinda
screenshot it and
weird.
send
Yeah,
it to everybody.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, congrats. That's unbelievable.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
So what now? What do you do now?
I don't know. I mean,
Just work on the farm and keep pushing the family
yeah,
into the woods.
yeah, have him go out and hunt. I mean, we get out a lot. Like I said, we love to eat deer meat, so we'll get out and shoot something so we can have some meat in the freezer. But
Grow another one.
that's the hope.
What's the score?
263
264.
on the nose. Yep.
264 is you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I hope so.
I have a story just like that, though. Me and my dad were fighting about what tree stand to hunt, and I said, I'll be the nice guy and I'll give you the good stand. And we fought about it, and finally he said, no, you take the good stand, and then he went and killed a big one. So same thing, I should have been sitting there too.
Hey, you never know. I mean, it's so hit and miss. I mean, that was complete dumb luck that deer came out there and
Yeah. It's no matter, I just had this conversation the other day. No matter the golden path you lay for a deer to take, like you do all the off-season work and you see this trail over here and this trail over here and you set cameras up and they're walking that trail, the buck you're after ain't going to walk through that trail. Like the buck I killed this year, by the grace of God, just decided to turn in 90 right in front of us. There wasn't a doe over there. There was a doe over here. It just never works out how you think it's going to work out.
Yeah, and this year has not been. I mean, this year's been weird for us out there. We haven't seen much. We had a few big ones beginning of season, and we get nighttime pictures only, it seems like this year. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
That kind of leads me to the question of, do you feel any pressure now?
No. To be honest with you, if it would have been, if that would have been a 10-point, 120-inch deer that walked out that day, that would have been my tag for the year. And this one,
Right.
I was not sitting out there specifically for this deer.
Right,
It
you're
was
not
just
trophy hunting.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's cool. That's cool that you can look at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Once you kill something like that, it would be very hard to snap back to reality.
It'll be different now.
Right.
But like I said, and I'm so hopeful. I know he spent time with that doe, so we got a couple little button bucks running around out there. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, please
There you
be
go.
his.
Yeah, maybe the bases of those butt bucks are at bigger.
Yeah, that's the hope. And we thought they always say injury or something makes them turn like to genetic freaks like that. We didn't find anything. He had a little abscess in his ear. We assumed that was from probably when he was stuck in that barbed wire that day. But no other injuries or anything. So
Wow.
we're hoping he's just a genetic freak and he passed them on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll know. If you catch one of his sons, you'll probably know.
Maybe the other day. I mean, he's not big, but he's got points going.
Did you see it?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know what.
You can see that.
See, don't tell him now.
Your secret now.
Yeah. No, I want you to kill it. You to go for it.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Well, I'd say we're probably almost done, but if we have some more questions to ask, we'll take a break with our Rage Broadhead plug.
Oh, God.
So, Rage Broadhead, hypodermic,
Yep.
swears by him, we both do. What do you guys shoot during crossbow? Hypodermic? I mean, come on. I know shot with a rifle, but they shoot hypodermics too. So if you ain't shooting hypodermics, make sure you're shooting them. When you shoot them with a hypodermic, make sure you call Julie Bever at Julie Bever Taxidermy. And if you don't shoot it with a Rage and you don't find it, Wabash Valley Drone Services, give us a call and we'll come out there and find it. So I'm probably gonna film that again because that was pretty bad.
That was awful.
That was awful.
It's the worst.
Julie Bever Taxidermy.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be cool with that.
Let me get this figured out. How do I get it to pop up, or does it just take a while?
It should be popping up.
Should be, but it ain't.
Are you still screen shared to it?
I am screen sharing to Cooper's TV.
We're in the beginning stages of this podcast, if you can't tell.
No, I love it.
Second one.
Second one, yep.
I met that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he called me after you went over there and looked at that bush hog, and he's like, guess who just left my house? And I was like, who? And he said, remember that freak that guy shot last year in Grant County? And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, he just tried buying a bush hog off me. I was like, well, did he have the deer with him? Did you see it in person?
Did he have it priced too high?
No.
You can be
Price good.
honest.
No, it's priced good.
I even loaded it for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you bought it?
I did buy it.
Oh, is this
Yep.
who I was supposed to meet that day?
No, that was the tiller.
Oh, that was a tiller. Okay.
Everybody's mad that you bought that bush hog because
Yeah.
they wanted the package deal, and I was like, too slow.
Yeah.
Cooper's TV or Roku?
Cooper's TV.
Roku Premiere.
Cooper's TV.
It just says it's dialing. Oh my gosh. You ever shot a deer that has 17 brow tines?
Never
That's
seen
what
one.
that looks like.
Never seen one. All right, well, we'll wrap it up. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Jackson, for coming on. We'll call it the first County Line podcast.
Yeah.
First general podcast episode. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.